Let's see what you will do when your car is stuck on the road.
No way! Look where the car broke down. Our luck.
What are we going to do, Alex? I'm afraid. Remember what happened to the teenagers who were stuck in the woods in the movie we watched last night? They were killed.
You know it's just a movie, right, Jane? They're not real.
I'm Chief of Police Anderson. I have to go to the crime scene.
Got it, sir.
Are the victims' identities known?
The victims are Alex Crown and Jean Crown. They have been married for 4 years. Alex Crown is a prosecutor. Jean Crown is a lawyer. The motive for the murder is not yet known.
Do not let the local people into the crime scene. Since we do not know the magnitude of the incident, we do not want this incident to be reflected in the media immediately.
Understood.
From what I heard from other police officers, they think it was a coincidence. However, I think this is not true. The murders were committed not in an open area, but in a secluded and forested area. We also know that the engine of the victims' vehicles was broken. These murders were strictly planned. Still no valid proof found?
We're still investigating, sir. I hope we find something.
My commissioner, we found a piece of paper in the victim's pants pocket. It has something written on it. We wanted to bring it directly to you, regardless of what it says.
You did well. Let's see what it says.
I hope you like my little surprise. I can already feel the adrenaline in this city. It will be a long journey for us, but rest assured it will all be worth it. You won't be able to do anything while I kill these pure evil creatures that make me and my loved ones suffer. I will always be one step ahead of you. Don't try to find me because you can't find me. My victims won't be just these two. I will punish more. I will delight with their cries. From time to time, I will leave such notes and write letters to you. Let's meet again at my next murder. By the way, let me tell you, you can call me Shadow.
What does it say, sir?
We're dealing with a demon. Sir, the killer clearly stated in his note that he would continue his murders. We should definitely inform the public.
This is very risky. If the public finds out about this, chaos may prevail in the city.
No matter how hard we tried to hide the incident, a few people who could see the crime scene have already started to tell the murderer to their surroundings. We must make the first statement before the murderer's name is slowly heard.
The public certainly won't know about this, Anderson. The biggest thing the killer wants right now is public panic. We will catch this murderer and finish this job before it scares the public and things get too big. You will not tell even your loved one about this case.
Alright, sir, as you wish. These events will surely grow. This killer is no joke. Everyone is in danger. The colonel told me that I shouldn't tell things, even to people I love. But my wife Emma, shouldn't I let her know while a psycho killer is out there? Yes, I have to do this. No one will ever find out what I did. Emma?
Yes, my love, where are you?
I'm at the police station, darling. I will let you know about something immediately and hang up the phone.
Yes?
A murderer who calls himself Shadow is roaming the streets. Managers don't want this to be heard in public, but I wanted you to know just in case. Take care of your surroundings and protect yourself. Also, don't let anyone else know what I'm talking about. Is it okay, darling?
Got it, Anderson, please take care of yourself. You know these things are no joke. I'm afraid to lose you.
Don't worry, darling, nothing will happen to me. Just take care of yourself and don't tell anyone what I've told you.
I understand, my love. Come on, don't delay your work. See you.
See you. We need a solid force to solve this case. I think this power is in my team. Taylor. He is a very brave boy. Although this courage sometimes gives him a hard time, he somehow manages to get out of difficult situations. Definitely one of my favorites. Jessica. Although not as strong as the others, it is agile. Also extremely intelligent. Intelligence has saved us from many difficult situations. Nick. He was the strongest among them. It's a bit of a hassle as it only solves things with brute force. But still solid. Besides, he's the best at using weapons. With this solid team, we will overcome this difficult task. Everybody listen to me. You know we're dealing with a killer. But this killer has a very high potential to become a serial killer. Everyone should be very careful. I don't want another corpse. Understood?
Understood.
I will destroy them all. I will cut to pieces those who persecute us. I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can, I have to come to you soon. But before I come, I have to show the whole world what's going on. Three gone, for left.
We woke up this morning with the news of a new murder. I am 100% sure that this murder was committed by the murderer called Shadow again. They underestimated him. I knew from the first murder he committed and from the note he left that he was a very dangerous person. I told the colonel and the others that the situation was going to get worse, but they didn't listen to me. Now we are at a point where the situation is much more dire. We looked at the security camera footage. The killer entered the house through the back door. The technique he used to open the door shows he's a pro. He sneaked up behind his victim with his knife. The victim did not hear the killer because he was listening to music with headphones. Eventually, the killer slit the victim's throat with his knife and walks away without leaving any evidence behind. We finally know what the murderer named Shadow looks like.
Exactly, sir. We are still at the beginning of the road, but I have no doubt that we will catch this killer.
Sir, you seem very certain that Shadow committed this murder. What did you see that I couldn't see?
Trust me. I am very sure about this. It's a murder as clean and faultless as yesterday's murder. Considering the note left, this murder is not a coincidence. We returned from the crime scene to the police station with almost no evidence. There are many questions that plague my mind. Who is the killer? Why is he killing people? Why is he leaving a note? Do these murders have anything in common? All these questions need to be answered. Although it is difficult, we will get through this.
We have been trying for hours, but we cannot reach a conclusion because the information we have is limited. I am about to go crazy. Let's take a break and eat.
Okay.
Check this out.
We hid the murders. How could they have learned?
These journalists learn everything. Probably has a police relative or informants.
This is very bad. Dealing with the killer is hard enough. If the media gets involved, we're done.
How about we reach out to this journalist and pressure him to remove her news? Thus, the news will be denied and we will be freed from media pressure.
This can cause trouble for us. If this journalist is determined, she will not remove her news despite the pressure and will tell people that we put pressure on her. If that happens, we will burn completely. While dealing with the murderer, we must deal with the media.
Now
What is it again, Anderson? Aren't you tired of constantly calling me?
Sir, I am not happy to be bothering you all the time. However, the killer named Shadow continues his murders and there is nothing we can do for now. There is no evidence. No clue. Worst of all, the events are slowly spreading to the media. If we continue to hide the murders and don't take this seriously, we will end up badly.
Are you trying to teach me how to do my job? You are the reason we are in such a bad situation, not me. You failed at this job. You're going to catch one of the killers we've seen hundreds of times before. Do your job properly or you will suffer the consequences.
But sir.
Shut up. Get back to work and find and catch that killer before things get too big. Otherwise, you don't even want to guess what's going to happen to you.
This job. I can only trust my team. Even if we don't have much evidence, we are going to figure this out. As you all know, all these events spread rapidly in the media. The Shadow still roams the streets and we have almost no evidence. But that will not deter us. We will fix all these problems. As long as we do our best to catch this murderer as soon as possible. Are you with me?
We are with you.
Despite all the warnings of my friends, I published my news. I know I could get into trouble with the police because of the news I published, but I couldn't just sit around doing nothing while people were dying. I'm an honorable journalist and I'm relieved to have done my part. The news I made received a lot of attention. Let's see what people have to say about this. Anyway, working hours are over. I can get ready to leave work.
Hey, Scarlett. A letter came for you half an hour ago.
Is it letter? What century are we in?
I was also wondering about the answer to this question. I think you have an old friend. Anyway, see you later.
See you. What idiot would rather write a letter than use a technology called email? What? There's something written on the envelope.
Being courageous can sometimes be seen as an honorable act, but in fact, contrary to popular belief, it is stupidity. Courageous people attract the attention of others by attracting all the attention. And you made the biggest mistake of your life by getting my attention.
What is this? Someone must be kidding me.
You still have one chance to live. Publish what I wrote on the back of the letter as news in your newspaper. If you do this, you will live. If you don't, you will die with your family. Make your choice.
What? This is not a joke. I knew that I would make enemies because of the news I published, but I did not think that I would be threatened with my own life and that of my family. I have to read what he asked me to publish. Could he really be the one who wrote this?
We have been working non-stop for 2 days. My team and I were very encouraged. However, our work is largely wasted because we do not have proper evidence. I hate to say it, but the only option we have is to wait for the murderer to reappear. The reappearance of the murderer means a new murder. Unfortunately, we have no other choice. Until that happens, there will be no point in standing idly by in the police station. I'm sending everyone home, including myself, for tonight. I want everyone to rest and wake up fresh for tomorrow. I also want to see my wife. I haven't been able to deal with him at all these days. But there is no problem. When all these troubles are resolved, I will take care of everything.
I missed you so much.
I missed you, too. You know I've been in trouble for a few days. That's why I couldn't take care of you either. Sorry.
Don't worry about these issues. We'll always be together again after we've sorted out your problems. Are you hungry? I can prepare a meal for you right away.
No thanks, dear. I ate. Are you okay? You seem a little pale.
I'm fine, honey, don't worry. There are just a few things that bother me.
What is bothering you? Tell me, I'll take care of it right now.
There are a few issues about the job, but all unnecessary. I can handle it easily. It's just what I've been seeing on the news lately that bothers me. You know, you're already working on this case yourself. I feel a little weird hearing that murderer.
You don't need to bother yourself. He's just one of the murderers we've seen dozens of before. Again, as always, we'll catch him as fast as we can. Have no doubt.
I have no doubt. I always trust you.
I have to go to the police station as soon as possible and start working. The murderer is roaming freely out there and people are not safe. On top of all this, my wife was more disturbed than ever by this murderer. I don't know why, but it's like she's sensing something. I'm not sure. To solve all this, we must catch this murderer called Shadow immediately. What's going on? What's up with them? Why did you gather in front of my room? I understand that there is nothing good about the state of your face.
Come see for yourself, sir.
Dear townspeople, I am reaching you through the journalist named Scarlett Watson, who may die because of her courage. If you guys can read this news, know that Scarlett did her part and survived. Without taking much of your time, let's get into the real issue. Thanks to this retarded angel of justice named Scarlett, as you learn it, I have committed 3 murders in 2 days. And they are trying to be covered up by some cowards. But you don't deserve them. You have the right to know everything. My name is Shadow, and I want to tell you something. I have a purpose. I want to take revenge on the few people who took the things I value most from me for their own gain. These people I want to take revenge on are self-righteous sons of who always manage to justify themselves with their money and power. And I killed 3 of them. Only 4 left. I want to punish them and leave without harming any of you. But some are trying to get in my way. Cops love to poke their nose into everything. And I hate it. I want to kill anyone who tries to divert me from my purpose. So I appeal to you, dear people of the city. If these cops get more involved in my murders, I will kill the people I have chosen at random, as well as the people I aim to kill. This random person could be any of you. If you're unlucky, you may find yourself alone with my ex and me one night. So I have a proposition for you. Prevent you police from interfering in my murders, and I will only kill the people I target and go on my way without killing anyone among you. The choice is yours.
What will we do now? While we don't even have a clue to find this murderer, are we going to fight with the people now? We are so helpless. One rascal destroyed the entire police force. What are we going to do now? Please say something nice. Someone is calling.
Now the real chaos begins.